Welcome to my YouTube channel. Once again I am back with a new video. Hello, I am Mihir, a boy from the village, and you are watching MS English Talk. Today in this video I am going to talk to you on the topic that you have seen already. I can write and understand English, but I cannot speak. On this topic I am going to talk to you, and I am going to give you the clear picture of how easily you can improve and talk in English. I hear this statement very often, especially from the learners who have just started to learn this particular language. Our native speakers might find this statement a bit odd, may not understand the problems or the difficulties that the learners or the beginners face, right? I must tell you, as Indians, I know how much struggle I had to face in order to learn this particular language. Students of developing countries who have studied in schools where the medium of instruction is English, they might be unable to speak in English. This might be due to treatment of languages as academic subjects, where the sole purpose is to score good marks or good grades, right? Owing to this, learners fail to gain the expertise in speaking, even though they understand the language, right? So they don't become expert, even though they have studied in English medium, the schools or the colleges. The learners tend to answer questions in just one word or as few words as possible. Why? That should not happen, my dear friends. If somebody is asking you, what is your name? Don't say just your name. If somebody is asking me my name, so I must tell that person that my name is Mihir, right? So I should not be saying Mihir, right? So I must make a full sentence. After making full sentence only, I sound very well, right? So let me tell you about few hurdles, problems or the difficulties which might be in the mind of all of us, right? The first thing is, the problem we face is hesitation, right? While speaking in English, especially. In order to excel in spoken English, we have to first fight with fears that we have within ourselves. Many a times we know the correct sentence structure, but hesitation within stops us from speaking in English. I personally feel that in order to learn anything, we should be in the psychological state of a child. What do we gain by being in this state? Do you know? I am telling you, and listen. The first thing is eagerness to learn. For a child, everything around him or her is new, and the child is always eager to learn and explore a lot of things. Similarly, if you want to be fluent in spoken English, you have to be eager to learn, ask questions time to time, and in that way gain knowledge. If you have partial knowledge, then it will impact your fluency while speaking this particular language. Give importance to grammar. Don't hesitate and start speaking in English, my dear friends. One of the most important thing is, don't get scared to make mistakes. As human beings, we are not born perfect, right? We learn to do mistakes, then we rectify, and then try again. This repetition of the same action is what helps us perfect the skill that we aim to master, dear friends. Similarly, in order to achieve fluency in spoken English, what we have to do is we have to use the technical grammatical knowledge, right? And convert it into speech by doing verbal practice, right? If we don't at all speak, how can we improve? So it is our duty to speak more and more in order to master this language. Making a sentence in the mind and not speaking it loud will not help you at all, my dear friends. Speak out. Why are you afraid of speaking in English? And then rectify your mistakes if you find any of them, right? Then repeat the rectified sentences loudly. Continuously, if you practice, continuously doing this will develop a comfort zone for you, where you will not hesitate to hear yourself making mistakes, right? And rectifying the same. So this is how you improve yourself, right? This is how we improve ourselves. When we make mistakes, we learn from our mistakes. So in that way, try to accumulate and gather more information and the knowledge. And in the process, we learn a lot of things. Dear friends, if you want to be fluent in English, I will tell you a few steps, and that will help you to be fluent in spoken English. Time management is the most important aspect of our life. In today's world, everyone has a hectic schedule, right? It is obviously not reasonable to accept a person, to practice every day. On the other hand, the fact of the matter is, one has actually realized that he needs to speak English fluently, right? So, considering this need, I suggest you that you must start as early as possible, because time is very precious. Time is important. If you value the time, time also will give credit to you. That is why you must remember, you must find out some time for yourself to practice English, right? There is a proverb, which says, a stitch in time saves nine, right? So you have to, cater this equipment now. Otherwise you will have very tough time in the coming days. Next is listen to English language, right? So this is also very, very important point which you have to remember if you are really willing to learn English. You must have heard this several times, right? But today, trust me dear friends, I'm telling you, this is a perfect way to learn English. TV series and the movies can be very useful and effective, as it makes the learning process a fun, right? You must watch what you like the most, and in that way you can improve and learn English, right? So you have to make use of the things that are available in front of you. Finally, dear friends, whatever so far I have told you, what you have to do is you have to implement, right? Create a platform to speak in English. Avail all opportunities to express yourself in English. This is the most important thing that you must remember. You can learn, spoken English by only speaking the language. Otherwise, no chances of learning. Don't be harsh on yourself if someone, does not understand you or make fun of you, right? Keep speaking and definitely you will achieve fluency in English, my dear friends. So implementing and practicing is very, very important if you are really willing to improve your English. My dear friends, I can guarantee you 101%, if you apply all these points in your life while practicing, while learning English, no one can stop you, my dear friends. You will sound very good in English, and your way of talking in English and the fluency that you are looking for will increase tremendously. This was the video for today, my dear friends. If you are new to my YouTube channel, Please do subscribe and share this video with your near and dear ones. Keep learning, keep improving, and keep working hard. See you in the next video.